Hey everyone, this is Ross, and we got ourselves a Smith that's ripening up here. This is the first Smith of the year. Unfortunately, we're in the end of August now, and my Smith air layers here haven't grown all that much. They seem a bit weak. They seem a bit nutrient deficient. I think I'm attributing this to the soil. Some of the pots here, the soil hasn't really been that well broken down, unfortunately, and it's been a bit of a shame. But that's a bit, you know, how it goes sometimes with these trees. They can't always be perfect. It just seems like that these guys need a bit of help. They didn't put out too many fruits this year, but they're young air layers, they're young trees. They didn't have the strongest root systems at the start of the season, but we did get a fruit here. And I want to pick this and show you guys, hopefully something that's not spoiled. It's not a variety that normally spoils here. It does really well in the rain. But I do want to show you guys the mother tree. This is my mother Smith back over here, and it hasn't been very productive this year. You can tell the leaves are much healthier. It has much more nutrients to it. A really fantastic variety. However, when you prune it hard, it doesn't respond well. It just responds with lots of growth, lots of vigorous shoots, and that's kind of what we're dealing with here. We didn't get much growth or much fruits out of it this year because of that. We did finally get some up here, and these will ripen in time, but honestly not the best representation of this variety. Just a freak year, and honestly I think it's just better in general not to be pruning our figs all that much. But let me talk about this one. This is a very ugly Smith. This is the ugliest Smith I've ever gotten. Normally these figs are beautiful, but people have been reporting, and I've seen many pictures of Smith that's just been very ugly. And it's normally not this small either. I think because the air layer is kind of weak, the air layer needs a bit help. Probably shouldn't have let them fruit, to be honest with you, but we're gonna cut this open. We're gonna try it here, see what we've got. It looks pretty good, but nothing like the Smiths that we normally see, especially that we saw last year. What a crazy difference. And it really just goes to show you what maybe a little bit of age, definitely some age, and what a little bit of nutrients can do just to having a healthier tree. It looks very jammy, it looks quite good. What I love about Smith, it has a nice flavor. It's got a perfect flavor to it that, in my opinion, tastes a lot like Azores Dark. It's got a nice, dense, jammy pulp, and it has a winey berry flavor that historically has been just stinging my tongue. Maybe a little bit of acidity, but the winey berry flavor really lasts in your palate for quite a long time. Yeah. That's good. It's got a nice dense flavor to it. Nice dense pulp. It's not really... What's crazy about this fig is that the flavor lasts in your tongue. It coats your tongue for so long that if you were to try other figs, I've noticed, the flavor of the other figs change because of Smith. It really does coat your tongue for quite a long time. It's such an impressive variety, guys. I have many copies of them. I have around 7 or 8 different Smith trees here because that's the one that I want to have the most. That's the one that I want many copies of. When this is all said and done, that fig is just above the rest. It really is. It performs well. You don't want to prune it all that much, though. You really don't. Don't prune it a lot. Let it get to a nice mature size. By year 3, it should be at that mature size. It should have a nice form, a nice shape to it. And then at that point, don't really prune it. You know, just take off the tips. Maybe 3 inches of growth here and there, or you could cut out the entire shoot if you want to thin it out a bit. But it's one of them varieties you don't want to prune. It does really well here with the rain and the humidity and the split resistance. Usually has honey dripping from the eye. The flavor is almost unbeatable. It's a 4.5 out of 5. There's not many figs I have that can beat that, and the flavor is still on my tongue. So it's crazy. Anyway, guys, that was Smith. If you know someone who is interested in growing figs or has been growing figs, share these videos with them. These are really informative videos that I think a lot of people can benefit from, and let's try to get more people into growing figs. So thanks again, and thanks ahead of time for sharing the video with them. I'll catch you all soon, all right? Take care. We'll see you for tomorrow's video, and see you guys later.